7 times now over the past month and a half, a woman confined to a wheelchair has had her rides to the doctor's appointments canceled with little to no notice. Our Colleen Sikora went to Globe to find out what's going on.
This non-emergency medical transport is what's supposed to help Cassandra Brandt get to her doctor, but she says that hasn't happened since she moved out to Globe at the beginning of February. It's a heart for Globe.
I love my community. This is where I want to live.
That brought Cassandra Brandt back about a month and a half ago. But it's been one thing.
Literally every ride I've asked for.
That's been a problem now, 7 times over.
They've been approving these appointments, but then the day before the appointment arrives, they call me and say they don't have a provider available.
Brandt, who is quadriplegic, has been trying to use her Medicaid non-emergency medical transport through VAO, known as MTM.
Just trying to get 2 miles down the road to my primary care physician and a couple other doctors in the same vicinity.
But each time, Brandt says, the company cancels.
I used them when I was in the valley, and it was never a problem, ever, they always had somebody available. But yeah, since I've been back, it's been really difficult.
Brandt says with her van broken, no easy way to use the local transit, she was left on the road, which doesn't have sidewalks the whole way, or waiting on the state Medicaid transport.
And that's what it's supposed to be there for.
A spokesperson for MTM told 12 News in an email they can't comment on specific arrangements, adding they're committed to providing safe and timely transportation to Arizonans. MTM didn't respond to 12 News when we asked how many rides have been canceled by the company over the past year in Arizona. But in Connecticut, a couple years back, a class action lawsuit claimed the state and its contractor, VAO, now MTM, failed to reasonably provide transportation for Medicaid recipients, which made patients miss appointments and lose access to treatment. Transportation problems.
I have been in the disability field for probably around 20 years.
Chris Rodriguez, president and CEO of Ability 360, says are systemic for people with disabilities.
Oh, this has been an issue for 20 years. Yeah, well beyond 20 years, unfortunately.
Adding it's even more difficult for those living in rural areas, saying one challenge is workforce shortages.
I think some of those solutions might be higher reimbursement rates for that particular support, so people will, find it more compelling to take those types of jobs as opposed to other jobs that are out there that might be able to compensate them at a greater extent.
Brandt, concerned living here is the reason she can't get 2 miles down the road.
Anyone else can just go to the doctor, and it's not that difficult, but I just feel like it just shouldn't be this hard.
Colleen Sikora, 12 News.